Hello, welcome again. Today I will explain you about the monthly energy of January and February. Around the 7th of January we start, and then it's 1 month to the 7th of February. But it's very interesting season because it's the transition season from the winter to the spring, but it's not the spring yet, and I will explain you that everything. So if we look at that chart or circle, so you see here we were in the winter. Now we're in the winter, and we are finished the winter season. And like you see here, the winter season is like 3 months here. And then we move from the winter, let's say this is December. We move from December to January. I need just to look and I see right. Yeah, we move to January, and you see here this is like I said, it's still the winter, but this is a transition. It's the earth element here as well. So it's interesting to see that this 1 month, it's like summarized the winter season, let's say. So it's still winter in a way, but it's like want to get rid of the winter and get like forward to the next season. So you see it's like this is summarize the winter, and then we go to the spring. We have 2 months in the spring, and then we have again this yellow, the earth season, the summarize or the spring season here. And then we go to the summer, and then this summarize again the summer, and so on. We go to the fall, summarize the fall, and then we go to the winter. So it's like, let's say it's like 2 months of a season, and then 1 month that finish the season, and then sometimes you think, oh, it's cold, it's a bit warm, and so on. But maybe it's difficult in the cold countries to feel that soon is the spring season. So it's important as well because this season, the samurai season, it's got to do with the earth element, and the earth element is got to do as well with the digestive system as well. So let's say now we are in the winter and we want to, let's say the winter season, it's a bit like heavy food, a lot of oil, a lot of, this Christmas food that we eat, a lot of sweet chocolate and so on. So we want to slowly get rid of it because we go into more young, more light, pure energy, and we don't want to have it still in our system when we go to the spring energy. So I will explain you a little bit as well and give you some maybe some recipe as well that you can do like a detox, because a lot of people that have like hay fever and pollen allergy, they start to feel it already in the end of January or February, some people. And that's why, because the toxin of the winter, in our Veda we say the kapha, it's still in the body, and it's obstruct the energy system, the meridian system, and obstruct as well the sinus and the nose and the eyes and so on. So here we see that this is the yin and yang symbol, and right now we are somewhere here in the beginning of the yang that want to start to grow. So this is the hexagram. Hexagram is a description of kind of energy that there is in this moment or in the future as well. So you see this is hexagram 19, and it's like two yang lines in the beginning. You always read the hexagram from down up. So we have two yang lines. Yang, it's want to grow, and then we have 3 yin lines here. So the energy is still in the ground, but it's slowly start to grow. So if I read from the I Ching what they describe this hexagram, so approaching sublimely pro, uh, prosper and smooth February to be steady, fast, upright, preparing oneself to lead. So you can understand that this energy is like a waking energy, but it's not there yet. It's like, let's say that in the Chinese New Year, they start in the beginning of February to celebrate this, the New Year. So it's like something that start to grow, something that you don't see it exactly, but it start to wake up. So that's why we want to we don't want to put so much in on this, so much kapha in Ayurveda as well. We want to have a more like nutrition, like maybe more light nutrition and light in our mind as well. And the energy, it's like dependently energy, strong energy, methodically, steady and patient, powerful and adaptably. So that's why this energy, it's a strong energy. It doesn't need anyone else. It just want to support, want to help you to get up from the winter and start to grow. But if the energy is out of balance, so it can be irritably subdued anger, repressed anger. You don't have so much patience. You can be stubborn as well here. Depression, hyperventilation. So everything like that's stuck and cannot start to grow up can make like stagnation problem in the body. And the energy of it's the energy of liver as well. It's interesting to see the liver. It's the most, how should I say, the most power of the liver. It's between 1 and 3 in the night. And the liver, it's very important even in the Western medicine as well. If you cut the liver, it's like almost 1 kilo, or like, let's say 800 grams of our body. It's a very, very big organ. And this organ is doing so many things in the body. It's cleaning, it's building as well, it's supporting. So the liver, you need to be relaxed those time, 1-3 o'clock in the night. Some people that have sleeping problem, they wake up in this time and they get like they cannot fall asleep again because they get irritated. It's something like they didn't solve some problem, so the liver want to solve it. They want to do things, and then they wake up in this time and then they cannot fall asleep. So this is a liver unbalance. Sometimes the sleeping problem as well, because we don't want to be wake up in this time, because the liver need to sleep, need to cleanse the blood, and need to move in the meridians and clean everything. And then we see the Chinese character is Shu, and Shu, I tried to write it correctly, but I don't know if I did it right, because I cannot write Chinese exactly. But anyhow, this is 2 hands binding together, supporting the growth of young plants. So again, this is energy, it's like supporting energy, strong energy, it's the liver energy. The liver, it has so many power, but unfortunately sometimes we take this energy for to be anger, to push forward without any way that we look, okay, this is suit for us, not suit for us. So, and for example, alcohol, it's like agitating the liver as well. I'm going to talk about it a little bit as well in the future here in the lecture. So that was the from the I Ching perspective, the energy of the January energy, which is got to do with the liver energy. And now, when I mentioned the liver energy, so we want, this is a very easy recipe that it's called kichari. You can Google it and find it, it's no problem. But it's important that you're doing with mung beans, not with the other beans. If you can do the green beans, mung beans, with basmati rice. And then you can put some other herbs according to your, if you kapha, pitta, vata, your character. If you're a warm person, so maybe herbs that not so warm, and so on. So in Ayurveda, we have this term that we call sattva, rajas, or tamas. And I will explain that in generally, because those three qualities, we can adapt them to our diet, to our food, and then the way we are as well. Let's say sattva is the true essence. It's the energy, the pure energy. And it's here, true essence. And rajas is the passion. It's something that we like press on the gas pedal and we want to do things. Passion, passion, passion. And tamas, it's the darkness, it's the heaviness. And both of them, it's good that we have them, but in a good quality. So let's say right now we were in the tamas, in the winter, it's darkness, it's heavy energy, and we want to give a bit more sattva energy to our body or to our soul as well, meditation and so on. So, for example, sattva food, it can be like organic fruit, vegetable, let's say broccoli, the most of the vegetable, the most of organic fruit as well. Ghee as well, it can be sattva. Herbs, it can be tulsi, it can be amalaki, ashwagandha as well. You can Google on it as well, and because I just give you a little bit of this variety of sattva food. And rajas, this is like a food like more stimulating. It's like more acid, spicy, salty, all this food that we love in the Western world. It's like, to stimulate and to give us more power because we want to achieve things and maybe we're tired and then we want to stimulate more and more and more. So for example, let's say coffee, is it rajas? All these energy drinks, all this that stimulates. Spicy food is rajas. Let's say dry ginger as well. Dry ginger is, and black pepper, because rajas doesn't need to be in something negative, but if we use it in a good manner, so we can achieve this passion, this gas, and sometime go back and get some more balance, yin and yang. Clove as well, this is as well rajas. And then tamas, the darkness, it's like food that build in us, give us structure, Tamas is the structure, is like something that we need to build. Because if we are all the time sattva, so we up in the air. So we need some time as well, tamas energy as well, but not so much, because tamas energy, for example, it's a good sleep and deep sleep. This is tamas energy. But if we are repress our emotion and get depressed, so this is the tamas negatively energy as well. So let's say a bit heavy food, oily food can be tamas. You know, in Sweden we have this, we call it husmanskost, can be tamas quality. Garlic, tamas quality, valeriana, this herbs, valeriana as well, this is tamas. Okay, so this was the monthly energy of, I try to summarize everything that I say now. So it's important that you start in the end, not in the end, sorry, in the beginning of January, that you start to think about this cleansing, okay? From January to February. So it's important because we have, like I say, we have this winter season that we want to cleanse all this tamas energy, as rajas as well, if we drink a lot of coffee and things like that during the winter time. So we want to, so you have like a pause month to cleanse things, January, February, let's say 7th of January to the 7th of February, to cleanse things, start to cleanse. You can cleanse as well at home as well if you want, or cleanse in your body, cleanse in your mind, everything that doesn't have any function anymore, doesn't serve you, just cleanse it out. So kichari, it's a very good recipe to do it. You can do it 5 days, eat only kichari. You can do it 3 days. It depends how is your energy and how you feel and so on. But if you're pregnant, don't do it. If you're sick, don't do it. If you're weak, very weak, after let's say corona and things like that, don't do it. But if you feel like you're more or less balanced, just do it. Okay, so yeah, maybe I will do as well a video about the yearly flow of 2023. We will see how if I will can do it as well. So take care of you and good luck with the cleansing in January. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.